Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hello, world. I'm Venom, and this is another live broadcast on YouTube with Chris Pirillo wearing a Venom hoodie. The fun just never ends in the gnome home. In fact, you've heard of Elf on the Shelf. I think you should have a gnome in your home. And so thank you for welcoming me into your home. And I'm assuming that whatever screen you're watching me on is your home, away from home, even if you're not at home. Thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate your support, and so much, in fact, that I'm going to tell you about some things that I wasn't going to tell you about today, but I decided to tell you about right now. Thank you for tuning in. You should have received the free push notification by way of the Locker Gnome app. You can download it and install it on iOS or Android. Over 44,000 of you are getting the push notifications. You got to opt into the push. And then when you get the push notification, you simply act upon it. You swipe it, tap it, whatever. It opens up whatever video we've linked off to. It's the best way to stay up to date on the videos, every video that we're uploading to YouTube. Now, speaking of, I do these live shows, the Ask Me Anythings, every Friday, so long as we get at least 1,000 likes for each live video that we do. So please participate. Let me know you are out there and appreciating the time that we take to broadcast for you to answer the questions. People are asking how to save money on Amazon. We've got a link for you in the video's description. If you buy anything on Amazon, if you use our links, we get the credit. In fact, I've got a link for you where you can get $5 from Amazon for free. I found that today, and I shared it across my social profiles, and we'll put it for you in this video's description. So there you go. You basically got $5 for watching this video. Are you happy? Okay, maybe you're not happy enough. Maybe you want more. Fine. This week's recipient of the Feature Points Amazon gift card giveaway is John Cleaver. He ended up sharing his Feature Points link, his referral link, on Google+, and you get it. So I will be emailing you and getting you more information. If you are not participating yet, we're giving away an Amazon gift card every week, courtesy of Feature Points. You can install this on your iOS or Android device in the US or the UK and share your link on your social feeds, your referral link. Be sure to tag me in it after you share the link, or with, you gotta put the link first on Twitter especially. And then one of you is gonna get a free Amazon gift card from us every week. So there we go. Have I made everybody happy now? Is everybody good? You guys good to go? Okay. Let's start answering some questions, shall we, now that we've made a lot of people happy. Amine Bashir asks, Surface RT or $300? Are you asking Surface RT for $300 or $300? If I had a choice between a Surface RT or $300 at this point, I would probably take $300. A lot of the manufacturers who had Windows RT or Surface, well, no, not the Surface. Surface is the Microsoft PC. A Windows RT computer, that's the operating system. A lot of them are backing off. In fact, I think Microsoft's the only OEM that is making Windows RT computers at this point. I could be mistaken. Maybe someone else slipped in there. But that would, to me, just say that Windows RT hasn't been very successful. And even though the Surface RT is less money than it was when Microsoft originally released it, that was only part of my problem with the Surface RT. So I would rather have $300 than a Surface RT, because with the $300, I could buy many things. Like Darth Vader coasters. Cost substantially less than $300. Aaron Jones asks, Metallica or Megadeth? I've always been a fan of Dave Mustaine's. Was it Mustaine? Was that it? Maybe I should have looked this up before answering. Was it Dave Mustaine for Megadeth? More than, was it James Hetfield? It's been a while. I was never really into metal or anything, but I always liked Metallica sound when other people didn't like Metallica sound, and I always liked Megadeth sound in pretty much everything that they released. Okay, someone's got to correct me if I was wrong about Dave. I'm sure you will. This is YouTube after all. Christopher Wagner, since you started your own brand, what has been the toughest challenge that you didn't expect? Well, I kind of fell into doing my own business back in 1996, long before YouTube was a platform, long before social media was a buzzword. Certainly before many people had websites or knew what they were, before even anybody had a web browser. It used to cost $50 to get a web browser from Netscape. if you didn't download Internet Explorer for free, and you knew about Internet Explorer back in the day. Now, the funny thing is, on Xbox, specifically Xbox One, to use IE, Internet Explorer on the Xbox One, you have to pay $40 a year for the Xbox Live Gold subscription. So it's like $40 to use a web browser. Not exactly sure what century Microsoft is in, but okay. Back to the question, now that I've veered off, much like a start menu kind of goes out and then snaps back. I was not expecting to have to change so much over time. I mean, I'm running a business, same business model, generally speaking, publishing information and knowledge and sharing and creating content, but because the landscape has changed, I said landscaped, I meant landscape, has changed so frequently, I've had to adjust and pivot, and I can do that. I'm very nimble. But sometimes I zig instead of zagging and just kind of going by what my gut tells me I need to be doing. Like today, I'm thinking, okay, I need to do a live stream on YouTube because this is what I normally do on a Friday for you guys and gals. But I've had to change so much over time that I was not expecting that when I started doing what I do. You have to change. You have to evolve. You have to adapt or die. I mean, that's the way the ball rolls. The virtual ball. Okay, done talking about balls right now. Hmza Fahz asks, what would be a good point and shoot for a beginner YouTuber? Very common question. My response to you is whatever the hell you have. It's not exactly a point and shoot, it's a webcam. This is not exactly a point and shoot, it's a camcorder. This is a point and shoot, it's a modified point and shoot that I use for vlogging. Some people even use GoPros, and those are fine too. We've got a link to where you can get a discount on a GoPro in this video's description as well. So whatever you have. It's not so much about the camera. It's about the story you're telling or how you're connecting with others out there, right? I mean, yes, you want a higher quality camera, and you got to be mindful of audio, too. I mean, if the audio's not good, people may not tune in. In fact, one of the videos I uploaded last week, chastising Microsoft for their ad, kind of lambasting Chromebooks, I forgot to move my USB condenser mic out from behind the desk. I'm just using a classic AT2020 at this stage, no pop filter on there. The audio was muffled, and I apologize for that. But the video still did well, because it was more about what I was talking about, more than the quality of the hardware that I was using, or how I was using the quality hardware. Now, my bad on that. But whatever you got, whatever you can afford. If you buy it through Amazon or eBay, if you go through our links, we get the credit for it. Maybe you're looking at something in particular, and I might be able to dig up a coupon for you. Filiberto Hinojosa asks, how do you get Diana interested in your nerdy and geeky passions? I'm trying to get my wife into the nerdy things I like. Okay, dude. And you feel free to quote me on this, on Twitter or something, whatever social platform you use. You can't change a woman, just like you can't change a man. If it wasn't inside them, you may be able to bring something out of them, but if it wasn't in there to begin with, you're going to have a difficult time. So, you've got to listen to her and, what she wants, what she likes, and you can't just tailor your life to fit hers. You got to be yourself. You can't just get someone who isn't interested in geeky and nerdy things into geeky and nerdy things. Or you got to accept that they're going to see things differently than you do. So, for example, if I, show Diana the Nexus 5, she's going to look at it and go, oh, it's another phone. It's a piece of hardware. There's nothing special about this compared to this. Oh, you heard me say it. And that's the way most of the universe looks at gadgets. They don't care. Can they get to the Twitters? Can they use the Facebooks? Can they view the YouTubes? They're happy. They don't care what the device happens to be. You can't make someone interested in it. Just like I can talk about Star Wars all day long. That doesn't gonna make you interested. You can quote me on that too. It's either in you or it ain't. So listen to what she might like, and then try to introduce her slowly into things that you think she is going to appreciate. Not just because you like it. Because she may not like the same things you like. And I'm getting into deeper relationship advice, and I should probably not go there without Diana in the room. Otherwise, I could get slapped. Tommy Nunno asks, boxers or briefs? Boxer briefs. They're a thing. I've been wearing them for years. OverEdge OverMore asks, how do you get yourself excited for doing something you hate? I don't do it. Anthony Ramirez, how many likes on a vlog would it take to shave the hair on your head? 10,000. Good luck with that. Humza Ahmed asks, will Diana review the Nexus 5? If so, can you do a Pirillo Picks 2.0 style review with her? I doubt she is going to review it. She's not really a reviewer. She's not really, a hardcore gadget user. She uses them, but doesn't really care what she's using, necessarily, as much as you might, as someone who appreciates hardware. We have one Nexus 5 in the house. She's looked at it. She's seen it. She knows it exists. But honestly, most of the Galaxy just doesn't care as much as you might care about it. Or as I might care about it, because I am very much liking the experience of the Nexus 5, although I have not yet received the software update, which allegedly fixes the speaker problems and the camera issues had reported. Anthony Ramirez, if you woke up in the hospital and were told that you were in a room for 10 years, what is the first thing you would do? Imagine how different the world would be. First thing I would do is check my email. I'd imagine email is going to be around in a decade, or at least I would hope it would be around in a decade. If not, well then chris@pirillo.com, my email address, will have been dead. Hopefully my email address will outlive me. That's a little weird too. Keep sending me emails and I'm dead. You never answer my emails. It's because I'm pushing up the daisies. Next, Roop Sarkar asks, what is your favorite food cooked by Diana? I'm a simple man. Right before this live broadcast, as you will see in the vlog that I'm recording today, I enjoy the simple things. She made today her refried beans. She reheated the refried beans that she had made the other day, actually, and put a new, fresh egg on top. It was great. It was perfect. Loved it. Very simple. It's not so much, the food that she makes. It's the fact that she's making it. It's the love that goes into it. That's the ingredient that's missing in so many meals, and Diana brings the love, let me tell you. Eric Ledford, would you consider doing more collaborations with other YouTubers like Shay Carl? Yes, I would. I have reached out to a few YouTubers and just haven't figured out the coordination of the details and the timing and everything. So it will happen at some point in the future, I know. I would like to do that. And maybe those collaborations by way of webcam with me would that be okay if I just collaborate with them here? Same as having them in the same room as me, but it could do, right? It would do. Let me make sure everybody is tuned in okay. Lane Staley or I saw Lane live in concert at Lollapalooza years ago. Never saw Kurt Cobain live, but I'm a fan of Kurt's lyrics. He was a true poet, and I miss Nirvana. I really do. That was a question, by the way, that was asked there in the live feed. Carlos Manuel Velez Gomez. Favorite episode of Doctor Who? Okay. I don't know if I can narrow it down to my favorite episode. I don't know if there's one that I would watch over and over and over again. But pretty much any episode with David Tennant. That's my Doctor. David Tennant is my Doctor. Jake Thompson, will you ever come to Disney World for Star Wars weekends? Yes, I would like to. I would love to. Maybe even Disneyland. I think they have Star Wars weekends down there too. If you guys ever see anything, by the way, if you're ever out and about and you see something, Darth Vader-y, I may not have it. Let me know. Because I'm a collector. That's what I do. Fan of Star Wars that way. Jorge Segarra asks, Eccleston, Tennant, or Smith? Tennant. And if you do not understand the value of that question, you're not a geek. Peter Freese, if you had to go without a piece of technology for a month, what would it be? My printer. I know. I printed out today's winner for the Amazon gift card. Feature points, I talked about it at the beginning of this video. Go.tagjag.com/free points. Check out the links in this video's description. I'm trying to help you earn free money, free gift cards, free apps. Unless you don't want the help. You're on your own. But don't be on your own. Be with me. It's cool to be with me. I wear geeky hoodies that I'm going to be selling at some point in the near future. Right now, we're using staticstuff.com. If you want to buy a geeky hoodie, you can go through them, and if you use the link, then they know that I sent you. Or just tell them, hey, Chris Pirillo sent me. I watch his videos. I want to be a geeky hoodie wearer, too. Amir Safori asks, dogs or kangaroos? I'm going to have to go with dogs on this one. Dogs. Dogs trump kangaroos. Next question. Joshua Adam King. What's your favorite kind of pizza, including toppings? I'm a simple man, really. Pepperoni. That's it. Pepperoni and cheese. Okay, I gotta say cheese, right? Although I do like the pizza where it's like pesto and what is it? Basil? Pesto, basil. What do they call that kind of pizza? It's not like a quote-unquote traditional pizza that Americans are used to eating, but I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite pizza. I'll tell you this about pizza, though. I can tell you this. Definitively. No lie. I do not like leftover pizza if it has onions or green peppers on it. But I can eat it when it's fresh with onions and green peppers. I just don't like them left over. It's a weird thing, I know. Matt Grimes, do you have any guns? This is what Matt's asking. I do not have any guns. However, I do have a lightsaber. Sorry, I just probably hurt everybody's ears by pounding the mic. Bet he regrets asking that question now. John Madigan, Chris, what are your thoughts on the Leap motion? Well, you know, I like the Leap. They've been pushing out firmware updates on a regular basis. I think the idea is absolutely solid. The fact that you could plug in the Leap and use gestures to control something that's on the screen, great idea. And I think we're just, you know, on the cusp of having that type of technology baked in to everything. Like the Internet of Things is being talked about for always having devices that are connected and conscious and aware. Right now, it's an add-on, right? You got to use a USB cable to get it connected. But at some point, if gestures are valuable and implemented properly, the hardware at least, I think the idea of what Leap is pushing forward is going to look more revolutionary than it looks now. Think of the Leap kind of like a Kinect that you could use for your computer. OS X or Windows that I know of. Although a Kinect could be used on Windows. Not really on OS X. They don't really have the driver support for it at this stage. ChristmasCats.tv. Go ahead, check it out. I'll give you ChristmasCats.tv. Getting the holiday spirit. Where's my... I had a Santa cap in here. I was going to wear it today, and now... Well, just pretend I have a Santa cap on. Tristan Dy. Howdy. I have my stocking up. Do you see it back there? Darth Vader stocking? Close enough. It's holiday. Woo. Mark, hi. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Before I answer Mark's question, I was going to answer Tristan Daly's question. How do you think Hero 3 Plus Blackwood fare as a vlogging camera? Is the onboard audio any good? It works well enough. Honestly, your smartphone makes a good vlogging camera. My brother vlogs with his phone. My dad vlogs with his phone. My dad just recently, by the way, uploaded his 100th vlog to YouTube. Congratulations, Joe Pirillo. My brother Ben has uploaded his 50th video to YouTube. Congratulations. We've got a YouTubing family. I've got to get mom and my brother Adam aboard now. Is too much tech a good thing? I would argue that it is. Too much tech can be dangerous. If only because technology loses its value so quickly. Think about the TV you bought 4 years ago. Is it as exciting as the technology that's available today in terms of television? Probably not. Or the smartphone that you had 4 years ago. It was expensive, right? The thing that you bought 4 years ago, and now it's not expensive. Tech loses value quickly. And if you surround yourself with too much tech, you're just kind of wasting money. You gotta, take the tech and buy the tech that you know is going to last you a long time. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose money. Think about that. Resale value on technology is... People don't buy technology to make money. You can buy technology to make your life better, yes, and certainly it's got a place for that, no doubt about it. But too much of that could actually kind of impede your quality of life. Think about how many gadgets you have that don't interoperate with one another. That's not a good, cohesive lifestyle. You've got to take technology and accommodate it in such a way that it doesn't overpower you, that you're not losing money on it, and that your life is genuinely better instead of more frustrating. How many times have you bought a piece of tech that was the latest, greatest, awesome, incredible thing, and it turns out that it sucked in terms of usability? Great piece of hardware, crappy piece of software. Hello, just about every consumer electronics device you've ever purchased. You got to watch out. You've got to do your research. You've got to listen to people who've used it, not just your friend, right? Because your friend wants something different than you want. Now, yes, can you trust me? Sure. But you've ultimately got to trust your own instincts in terms of the technology that you bring around you. I mean, I preach that. I mean, I should be a preacher. I should be. I'm like a tech evangelist. I should start swinging a book around or something and beating that into people's skulls. Too much tech is a bad thing. Andy Green, USB 3.1, good topic to talk about, will be with us in about a year's time, sporting a connector similar to the micro USB connector we see today, and able to be plugged in any way up. Do you see this as an improvement or a jump on the bandwagon to have the same reversible connector like Apple's Lightning connector? Well, with the advent of USB 3.1, they're also increasing, I think doubling the bandwidth that can be pushed down the pike, or the wiring. And I learned the other day that the way to tell a USB 3 cable from a USB, or one way of telling it, a USB 3 cable from a 2 cable is blue on the inside. Don't quote me on this. I'm going to have to do more research. But someone told me, I didn't look it up themselves. I believed them like an idiot. Blue somehow in the on the inside. Of course, this is a USB 3 connector. This is from the Leap Motion. That's what a USB 3 connector looks like right there. Micro USB, different substantially. Smaller. Well, actually, micro USB is accommodated in the female version of this port. Okay, this is my lightning cable. Hang on. Tell me, I'm not the only one with a drawer full. I've got a bigger drawer on the other side of the home office, too. Trying to find a micro USB cable. All I have is cables that aren't my... no, it's mini USB. Hang on. Okay. So, like, rip my hand off. Fingers, I should say. There's a micro USB cable right there. That's what that looks like. And of course, lightning cable right here. And I love lightning, not because Apple makes it, but because it is reversible. The fact that you can just stick it in, it's done. Done. You don't have to go flip 34 times before it finally goes in, right? That's happened to you. Very frustrating. So I don't think it's jumping on the bandwagon. I think it's the natural evolution of cables. I really do. I think they looked at Lightning and went, why didn't we think of that? That's a pretty good idea. Saves people frustration. I kind of like that. That's a good idea. So let them jump on the bandwagon, because the less I have to do this, or worse yet, doing it blindly. You know, you ever... I'm like, no, I stuck it. Go ahead. Add up how many minutes of your wife... Add up how many minutes of your life have been. Okay, can I rewind? Can I do over? How many minutes of your life have been wasted on trying to get a cable to go into the port the right way? Well, with the lightning adapter, I'm guessing none, because the lightning adapter, or specifically the cable, or the I guess the spec that Apple uses for connections these days, it's for the win. Love it. Very convenient. Robert Wildman, Chris, what is your view on the Pebble smartwatch, and is it worth $150? Well, Robert, you might remember the video I did. I think it was an unboxing, a live unboxing on YouTube a while ago. Good idea. Some people love it. If you're a watch wearer, I am not a watch wearer, so in fact, I don't even put my new Darth Vader ring on every day. And I love this. It doesn't have any function. It just Darths there. Love it. Keep it there for decoration, though. Collector. Here's the thing. This cable, worthless. This ring will always be worth something. Okay. So my view is, if you're into wearing watches, it's unique. People who love watches, love their Pebbles. I was not a fan, personally. But that doesn't mean that I would say, no, you shouldn't buy it. I think if you like to change your watch face and you're looking for a vibrant ecosystem and community, I think Pebble is a very good way to go, and certainly worth $150 for the technology that they're pushing down the pike, especially with the relation to the updates they've been putting out there, including smartphone interactivity and what have you. Now, on the tail of that, Will Robinson asks, hi, Chris, what are your thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy smartwatch, and would you do an unboxing? Thanks, Will. Only seen one from afar. I've seen a commercial for it. This is great. Hang on, let me grab my Note 3. Love this thing. It's a commercial, and the guy's wearing a watch. And hang on, now you get. I'm gonna grab a prop. You want to see the only watch that I seem to have these days? It's actually sent in to me by a guy in our community. He had this. It's a Darth Vader hologram watch. Remember when holograms were all the rage? Isn't that cool? Nothing smart about it. It's an analog watch, and I have a difficult time reading, no pun intended, reading an analog watch. But pretend this is the Galaxy here, and I got it on my wrist. Well, the commercial goes like this. The guy, whoever, is looking at his phone screen, and he sees that someone's calling in. So then he looks at his watch, and then he swipes it to answer. I'm like, okay, you were just looking at your screen, dude. Like, you could have swiped your screen without taking the time to look at your watch. And unless I missed something, it just didn't seem to be a very good use case for why you would want to watch. I guess they've been selling okay. I don't wear watches. If I have a watch, it's collectible. I'm the wrong audience for that. Oh, sorry, this eyeball from Venom was kind of popping up over there. I don't know if that was bothering anybody else but me. Let's see here. A couple more questions, or let's see here. We got time for maybe one or two more questions, if we can. And hopefully you guys have appreciated how many questions did I answer? Can someone count up how many questions I've answered today? I mean, whether it was a long answer or a short answer, I think it's got to be close to 20, if not more. That's pretty good. Adolf Hitler does ask if I ever look at the comments, and the answer is yes, Adolf. And as much as I do appreciate your support, you can go to hell if you're not already there, in which case, well, they get Google Plus in hell, which would explain a lot. Dion7Dust asks, what do I think about the iPad Pro rumors? I hate talking about rumors because it gets people excited about things that may never ship. I think the idea of a larger screened iPad, not a bad idea, really. I mean, if it can retain the sharpness of a Retina display, it's a large screen, a large surface, to use the general word, not the Microsoft brand for a computer. Hey, if Apple can sell it, more power to them. Maybe it's the gateway to the Apple TV as opposed to the gadget that I do absolutely love and recommend, the Apple TV. You know, like an Apple TV that you can watch versus the Apple TV box that you plug into a TV by way of an HDMI cable. Love the Apple TV. The idea of an Apple-made TV, I'm not... Fireball 0093. Do you think you'd see more Android devices like the Moto G coming out? Probably. You know, devices these days, you don't need a lot of powerful hardware to have a powerful experience, and I think the Moto G is, you know, illustrating that in a perfect way. You know, it's a great phone. Is it for everybody? No. Is it for most people? Yes, potentially, especially if you only need something that Android... Let me try it again. I almost sound like I was Canadian. If you only need the things that Android can readily provide, web browser, a variety of apps and games, email, social, why would you need the latest phone from any platform when a phone that's the latest, that doesn't necessarily have the latest hardware inside, will suffice? And I think that is a great future for Android, in both directions. Although, got to tell you, would I recommend the Nexus 5 right now? Yes, absolutely. No doubt about it. No doubt. I recommended the Nexus 4, still do, and absolutely recommend the Nexus 5. It's a good phone. One of the best Android experiences that I've had. All right. Okay, this is going to be the final question from Brian Fagioli, who is he's becoming a pretty good part of our community, I think. I see Brian, I try to interact every day, and I see Brian's name very frequently. When will I start selling the geeky hoodies? Will I offer 3XL? I hope to start selling real soon. We're going through staticstuff.com right now. I think go.tagjag.com/staticstuff. If you want to use our link, we can get credit. I'll ask about the 3XL because we know we love geeks large and small, and I'm somewhere in between. Luckily, I got into my hoodie today. Although, I don't know if that's going to happen tonight because Diana's preparing a Mexican feast for myself and a few friends who are coming over. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's support. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. It's been great having you here and interacting and answering questions. Love doing this. Thanks again for remembering to like, comment, share, subscribe. And here's the thing. After you're done watching this video, just watch another one of my videos. Or our videos. I gotta edit the vlog after this, so that'll be uploaded, hopefully. Hang on. I can actually look at a watch, even though it's not the right time. It does look cool. Hopefully it'll be uploaded soon. And we're only doing what we do because you guys are so supportive of what we do. So, thanks again.